The Druze have been at the center of events in Syria this week. It's a religion which sprang out of Shia Islam, but the Druze don't consider themselves to be Muslim. And the Druze people who live in Israel have had an historically good relationship with the Israelis. So, what is their history? How do they differ from other ethnic groups in the region? Well, I'm joined by Makran Rabba, who's an assistant professor of history at the American University in Beirut, and who is also a member of the Druze community. Good morning to you. Can you just explain
Good
to us
morning.
a bit about the history of the Druze and ethnically how they fit in to the wider Middle East?
Well, while the Druze do not really identify as Sunni Muslims, they definitely identify as a Muslim sect. And to be clear, many of the Muslim sects are similar in the sense that you have Sunni Islam and you have what we call heterodox Islam. In a way, they are very proud of their Muslim heritage and they're very proud of their Arab heritage, but they refuse to be indoctrinated into a wider political or religious hegemonic system like the one that Sharia is trying to establish. And this is why many of the political persecution against them takes religious undertones. What is happening right now in Suwayda is not a fight over religion or how you pray or how you look to God and to the Quran, but rather the forces of Sharia, the only way for them to mobilize the people against the Druze is to say that these are infidels and they are not traditional Muslims. There is nothing called traditional Islam, basically, and the Druze are a perfect example of this. One of the most salient features of the Druze are their camaraderie and their brotherhood. This is why the three countries which are house homes to the Druze in the Levant, Lebanon, Syria, and Israel. You see the Druze very much invested in trying to help their brethren. The religious aspect is in my understanding and in my upbringing is just an addition to being a Druze.
What about the relationship with Israel? How do they see this idea of Israel being somehow their protectors?
Well, they don't really look at Israel as protectors. The Druze of Israel are part and parcel of the Israeli state, and they have been since the inception of the state. And many of their people there serve in high ranking positions, be it in politics or in the army. And this is why, at the end of the day, Netanyahu is not doing this out of charity. For him, he is addressing a kind of a demand from his own people, be it Jewish or Druze. And at the same time, the Druze of the region in Lebanon and in Syria, they don't look at the Israeli state. When they talk to Israel, they're talking to their brethren across the border. So in a way, they do not condone or are seeking any sort of a visible or above the table political alliance with Israel. So all of their communication, be it now at the height of the battle or before, is with the Druze of Israel, not with the Israeli state, and they are always very careful to be respectful of the feelings of the Arabs in general, because you cannot be a minority group collaborating with the Israelis, because what will happen is that you will pay the price for this, and the Kurdish Israeli connection is the case in point.
Makran Rabba from the American University in Beirut. Thank you very
Thank you.
much.
Mr. Rabba, many thanks for that. That was a really interesting interjection into our
Thank,
program. Many
thank you,
thanks for
thank you
coming
very
on.
much. Have a good day.
Yeah,
Bye bye.
you too. All the best.
Bye.
Thank you.
U.S. foreign